It is officially spring, which is not only one of my favorite seasons, but it's also one of the best seasons to get some reading done. And so I decided to book myself this cute, cozy Airbnb and just spend the whole weekend getting a bunch of reading done. After being in a reading slump at the beginning of the year, this is the perfect time for me to finally catch up on my Goodreads goal and get some reading done. I decided it would be really good for me to disconnect and recharge. I found this Airbnb. It's about 2 hours from Toronto where I live, and it's in this small town called Coburg, and I figured this would be the perfect spot to come and read a bunch of, you guessed it, small town romances. If you watch any of my videos, then you definitely know that I'm a sucker for a good small town romance, and I have a bunch of them over here, and then I have a whole lot more on my Kindle. So I'm just gonna spend the next 48 hours being at this Airbnb, hanging out, relaxing, decompressing, recharging, and just reading as many small town romances as I can. This isn't going to be a reading for 24 or even 48 hours straight, but it's going to be how many books can I realistically get through in the time that I'm here, which is all day today and also all day tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I have to drive back home. So I left Toronto very early this morning, and obviously the first thing I did was stop by an Indigo because there's a very highly anticipated new release that came out, and I've been dying to get my hands on it, and I feel like it would just be perfect for a day like this and for a challenge like this.
Flashback.
I know exactly what book I'm looking for. Hopefully I won't get distracted and by other things, but I'm looking for one specific thing. Let's see if we can find it. Found it. It's the last one. Oh, that's so pretty. A book secured. This is Carley Fortune's One Golden Summer. It's a new release. This cover is stunning. I love it. It has a kind of like shimmery sort of look. It just feels like the perfect book to read by the beach, the perfect book to read in the spring and summer. I'm so excited. It's also like super floppy, and I love the size of the text and everything, so I think I'm really gonna enjoy this. It is officially the start of our road trip, and we are parked right side of a Whole Foods. We came here to get a little coffee, maybe a little breakfast. I got this little pastry. It just looks so freaking good. Get this road trip started. We made it! We're literally just like surrounded by nature. This is so sick. Seeing so many animals just like walking around, flying around. It's so cool. This is the perfect escape from the city. Oh my god. Stop, it's so cute. I wish we were staying longer. Are you joking? The kitchen is freaking stunning. A little breakfast nook. Oh my god, stop. So this is one of the bedrooms. Full-size mirror. This is so cute. I'm gonna read over there. Oh my gosh, and then beautiful just like window out here. Up here we have a whole other bathroom. And then here's the second bedroom. Oh my god, are you kidding? Are you kidding? That's crazy. This is probably the cutest Airbnb I have ever stayed in. This house is literally the perfect find for a cozy little reading weekend getaway. There's so many cute little spots for me to sit and read in. This is reading nook number 1, reading nook number 2, reading nook number 3, reading nook number 4, reading nook number 5. So without further ado, let's get some reading. Obviously I already started because I had a 2-hour road trip this morning, so I started reading Heartless by Elsie. I feel like every time you think of small town romance, Elsie comes to mind. This one specifically is book 2 on the Chestnut Spring series, and it's a lot of people's favorites. I've been dying to get my hands on it. This follows the story of our guy main character, Cade, and he is grumpy. He's a single dad. He lives in a small town, all the good stuff, and then our female main character is his nanny. It's one of my all-time favorite tropes. I'm really excited to get into it because there's a very high possibility to be a 5-star, so let's get started. On the drive here, I read to about chapter 5 before I ended up getting motion sickness, and so far I am obsessed with this book. Elsie is also Canadian, so I feel like she also just matches the Canadian weekend getaway vibes perfectly. And my last trip was literally to Calgary, which is where she's from, and where all of her books are set, so I feel like I know exactly how everything looks when she's describing it because I've literally been there, which just like makes everything so much more fun. If you're interested to see the vibes, I do have a whole travel vlog on my vlog channel if you want to check that out, but I am just obsessed with the story so far. Cade is so grumpy, and he's so broody, and he's so responsible, and he is constantly just like worrying about his kid, he's worrying about his family, he's worrying about everybody around him. So seeing him interact with Willa is just like so interesting. It's so fun because she's so young, but not only is she young in age, but like she has very youthful energy. She's very fun, and she always like pokes fun at him. This is so interesting. Their meet cute is something else. It's a little crazy, it's a little intense, but I feel like it just like adds to the overall just like vibe and their dynamic that they have in their relationships. entire clip with my mic forgotten downstairs while it was charging, and apparently it was on, so it literally picked up none of what I was saying. But to recap, I absolutely love seeing our couple in Heartless. I just think they're so cute. First of all, the vibes are immaculate, perfect vibes for this kind of little getaway, but also just the perfect vibes for a summer read. I absolutely love Willa. She's just so fun, she's so youthful, she has such great fun energy, and I feel like she just brings out the best side of him. She pulls out the fun side of him, which is always just like so fun, considering that he's super grumpy. There's even a scene where she catches him smile and she was like, did you just smile? And he's like, yeah. And I just think they're so cute together. I just feel like they're both kind of like puzzle pieces that fit each other perfectly. They complement each other very well. And I also really love the relationship that Willa has with Luke. Luke is his kid, and they have their own relationship, they have their own friendship that's kind of developing, and you can see through their interactions that they're working on their trust, they're working on their communication, and she's teaching him really good skills that are important for kids to learn. Also, Luke is just like adorable. He is not annoying like a lot of kids in books usually are, and I love seeing her kind of grow attached. And it's so cool to see how she gets overprotective over Luke, always sticks up for him, and when people do him wrong, she will go and say something and do something about it. There's a really funny scene that's part of this book, and I just love it. There's a killer on the loose.
Bro.
It's actually scary.
Do you want this documented?
They sent an emergency alert. They've sent literally like 5 different times saying that police are investigating a homicide suspect on a random address. Suspect 1 unknown male. Police request that the public shelter in place. I'm scared, not gonna lie. Like, do I go out? Do we stay here? This house is cool and all, but they don't believe in curtains. There's just windows in every single room, and there's no curtains, and I'm a little freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like super close to where we are, it's like an hour away, but it's like away from Toronto. So I don't know if this person is gonna wanna be close to the city or if he's gonna come out to the country to kind of lay low. I don't know, maybe I watched too many true crime podcasts, but it's kind of freaky, not gonna lie. Anyways, I am really hungry though, and we don't have any food, so we're gonna head out. Go to this Italian place, get some food. I love Italian food. It is the next morning. It's bright and early. We have to check out of this Airbnb at 11. It's currently like 9:30, but I just woke up because I wanted to come and sit out here. This is like the perfect little patio, and it's sunny today. Yesterday it was more gloomy, so I'm really excited that we get some sun today. But I'm just gonna sit out here, relax. There's a lot of birds and that sort of thing. I am starting on Golden Summer by Carley. I'm so excited because I've been seeing people really enjoy this book. Carley Fortune is Canadian, so I feel like the vibes of this are gonna match the vibes of where I'm at perfectly. The back says, good things happen at the lake. That's what Alice's grandmother says, and it's true. Alice spent just one summer there at a cottage with Nan when she was 17. It's where she took that photo, the one of the 3 grinning teenagers in a yellow speedboat, the image that changed her life. Now Alice lives behind the lens. As a photographer, she's the most comfortable in the sidelines, letting other people shine. Lately though, she's been itching for something more, and when Nan falls and breaks her hip, Alice comes up with a plan for them both. Another summer in the magical place, Barry's Bay. But as soon as they settle in, their place is disturbed by the roar of a familiar yellow boat and the man driving it. Charlie Floric was 19 when Alice took the photo from afar. Now he's all grown up, a shameless flirt who manages to make Nan laugh, and Alice longed to be 17 again, when life was simpler, when taking pictures was just for fun. But when she looks up and sees the piercing green gaze directly at her, she begins to worry for her heart, because Alice sees people, and that's why she's so good at what she does. But she's never met someone who looks and sees her right back. Stop, this is so cute. And I'm pretty sure Charlie's the brother of the main guy in Every Summer After, if I remember correctly. I feel like that's what it's like referring to. Honestly, I read the book last year when I was on another little weekend getaway trip at another small town outside of Toronto, which is actually kind of crazy coincidence. You know, I just remember the vibes being perfect, because one thing about Carley Fortune, she knows how to explain the like small town, beachy town, lake house kind of cottage situation of Canada. So let's get to reading. I love that our main character is a photographer. I feel like that's so cool. The prologue says, a great photograph makes you think you know the subject, even if you've never met. A great photo reaches out and pulls you inside the moment so you can feel, smell, and taste it. And this, by all accounts, is a great photo. I stare at it, and just like that, I'm 17. That's cute. I want to see what the photo looks like. Like, can they describe it to me? I want to like visualize it and feel like I'm seeing it and smelling it and being there and all that. Very soon we're gonna have to go and get some coffee, go get some breakfast, and go explore the town. So I'm very excited for that, because we haven't seen that much of the town other than getting dinner yesterday, which, by the way, I may or may not have had a little too much wine, and I was very giggly after dinner, and then came home and crashed out. But it was really, really vibey. We turned on the low fireplace in the living room. They have like Netflix. It was really cozy, really fun. I feel like this place would also be perfect for the fall. Part of me wants to come back. This place is really freaking cool. Anyways, I have no idea what we're gonna do later today. We'll see, but obviously I'm gonna bring it along with me. I don't know if this really matches, but that's the bookmark that I chose for this book. It's from a little touristy shop in Greece, but I feel like the colors go really well, just like the blues. I also got these sticky tabs. I feel like this is like the closest in the color matching, because we have the blues, we have the little orange for the sky. This is a really important line. It says, I can afford to take a break. More importantly, maybe I can't afford not to. She's like overworking herself and losing her spark. That's beautiful. I really like that line. Reading a book in a hot tub, top 10 reading experiences. It was so fun. We just did 20 minutes in the hot tub. That was super fun, super relaxing. I'm so glad it's a better day today, because yesterday was so gloomy. But unfortunately, it's almost time for us to check out the Airbnb. So we have to go shower, pack up, get dressed for the day. We're still staying in the town, and we're still gonna, you know, be out and about and having fun, but unfortunately, not at this Airbnb. Time to go explore the town, baby. To our coffee shop. This is what I got. This cute little mug. This says Black Cat on it. A little vanilla latte. Ooh. And then I also got memorabilia, of course. I got this little postcard that says Black Cat, and it's this cute little design of the coffee shop we're at. And then, of course, I had to get a little bookmark. This is so cute. What Joey got, it's a flat white. We're gonna chill here. I'm probably gonna read a little bit and just kind of vibe out. It's the perfect weather for this. Little taste test. It's a vanilla latte, so I feel like it's hard to mess it up. Let's see. That is really good. That is really, really good. Bookstore.
Helping introverts avoid conversation since 1454 on the other side.
That's amazing. point to which ones I've read.
Oh, well, we do this every time. I'm gonna start.
Okay, what are you pointing at?
Also, Just for the Summer, one of your favorite reads.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So you remember me? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I made fun of me because it's Taylor Swift, and I asked you if it was based off of a Taylor Swift song.
It was.
That's what she said the other time. Every Summer After.
I have read that.
Yeah.
That's the same author as the book I'm reading right now.
It is. We love that. We love a little getaway adventure summertime.
Canadian authors. Woo!
Yeah, you didn't read these yet, I don't think.
This is great. I have not read that, but I have it.
You should, yeah.
Why should I?
It's a good one. I think. And it has Malibu in it, and like, I love Malibu,
Just because you're from California, it's mean you get to...
Why am I holding my phone like it's a microphone? Reckless, Powerless, Heartless, you're in this series right now.
Uh-huh. Which one did I just read yesterday?
Heartless.
Good job. Okay.
Oh, they also have Wild Side right here. The Wild Side, this cover art actually lines up with the other ones, and it makes a pretty picture.
I already have all of them, but I need to read the...
2 of them are on their way up in a suitcase that I packed.
Yes.
Hello. It is a little while later. We just ate. That food was delicious. Arguably the best food that I've had this whole time that we've been here. It is a beautiful day. It's gorgeous how it's perfect weather. I did a little shopping, of course. I'll give a haul in a bit. But right now, I think we're gonna start heading back because it's like a 2-hour drive back to Toronto. But before that, I think we're gonna stop at a coffee shop, pick up a little coffee for the road, obviously. We're both big coffee people. There's a couple coffee shops in the area. I don't even know how they're all in business, to be honest, because this is like such a small town and there's like at least like 7 different coffee shops. So I don't know who the clientele is, but we're gonna look around, find the cutest one, and then pick up a coffee and maybe head out. There's one of the coffee shops right here. It's called the Pink Cafe, and it's just like all pink. It's so cute. Are they closed? The pink coffee shop, no matter how cute it is, they are closing right now. So we're gonna have to be on the hunt for another one. Like I said, there's a bunch of them, so that's not a problem. We are back at the Black Cat Cafe. I'm here to do a little more reading. We're picking up our second round of drinks. We just walked around. A lot of shops have already closed. It's like Friday, 4 p.m. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, so far this book is so good. Perfect vibes, as expected. But I definitely need to keep reading. I think I'm gonna read also on the road as much as I can before I get motion sickness. Honestly, having a great time. I just ordered my little iced mocha, and those are the vibes for today. The mocha. Love it. Thank you. No worries, enjoy. This is my mocha. And then a little latte. Wow, that looks really good. We had a local tell us that this place is known for its blueberry scones. So on our second round of being here, we got one. Joey says it's really good. I'm so full. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to have because we literally just ate. Let's try it. That is incredible. Hello, it's a little while later. We are heading back to Toronto. Got my little emotional support mocha for the way there. It's about a 2-hour drive. Hopefully it goes by fast. I'm kind of tired, not gonna lie. We've been walking around and just like out and about doing stuff since 11 o'clock when we checked out of the Airbnb, and I could use a little chill out and like doom scroll time. I haven't been going on my phone this entire trip, which is really good because that's what I wanted out of this trip. I wanted to kind of disconnect from social media and the internet and everything like that and just be present. So all the day was pretty much like a vlog, read my books, walk around the town, try different foods and coffee shops, and just kind of like explore the area. But I'm kind of sleepy, not gonna lie. It's okay though, it's not too bad. It's only a 2-hour drive. That's nothing. I do have my Kindle, but also the book that I'm reading, which is One Golden Summer, is also available on audiobook. I'm probably gonna listen to parts of it on the drive back, and then I'll give a full update and how much I read and how I liked everything and the rating and everything like that for those books when I get back home. Hello, I'm officially back home from the little weekend getaway, and I figured it was time to talk about the books that I read while I was gone. The first one that I read was Heartless by Elsie. This was so good. I honestly don't know why I haven't read this series. It's such a hyped up series. Everybody knows the series. Everybody loves the series. And for some reason, I just haven't picked it up until now. I read Flawless almost exactly 1 year ago when I was in New York. But for some reason, I didn't feel drawn to it. And honestly, I'm kind of happy because sometimes
you read the books at just the right time, and that makes them just that much better. And I feel like this was the perfect book to read for my little getaway, because nobody else will understand the Canadian summer vibes better than a Canadian author. So Elsie Silver did me right with this one. This was actually such a cute story. I love our main characters. Cade was just like so grumpy, so broody. He's super serious. Obviously he's older, he has a kid, he has responsibilities, he's always looking out for his family, so he was just kind of grumpy the whole time. So then seeing Willa enter his life, and she's so fun, she's so youthful, she's so excited about life, she's so excited about being out in the countryside, she's so excited about meeting Luke, who's his kid, and spending time with him. Like normally you would think that a babysitter is not that attached to like the kids that they babysit, but she was just like so sweet. I love the relationship of her and Luke, the whole relationship that they formed, all the fun stuff that they did together. I just thought it was very wholesome. It was very cute. Parts of it was like maybe a little bit corny, like a little bit, but like that's okay, because I don't know, it definitely hit the spot. I also feel like the fun family aspect in this book series is gonna be so good by the time we get to the end of it, and I just cannot wait to read more about these characters. I just feel like this is the perfect kind of series to read in the summer, and I absolutely loved it. I also loved Willa. Like, yes, she was great for Cade, and she pulled out the youthful energy out of him, and she was very fun, and she was very playful and very flirty, and the banter, but I also just like loved her kind of like on her own. She's just like such a funny character. There's like so many different tabs where it has nothing to do with the romance, but it's just like me like just like writing LOL on the side, because she's just funny. Like, she's just a funny character. She has like these hilarious little one-liners, and they just like kept catch me off guard. Also the little text threads, like on many different days, they would just like text back and forth and have like these like small little text interactions, and I just thought they were like really cute. So I think I want to give this maybe like 4.25 stars. It was just like so cute, so wholesome. I cannot wait to read the rest of the series. I honestly didn't enjoy Flawless as much. I feel like I enjoyed it when I read it, but looking back to it now, I honestly don't even remember much of the plot, so maybe I'll go back and reread Flawless, and I cannot wait to continue on. And then after that, I picked up my next book, which was a new release that I saw and I picked up at the bookstore, and that is none other than One Golden Summer. I loved everything about this, and I mean everything about this. First of all, the floppiness, are you joking? This is like literally the perfect type of book to read at the beach. I wish I had spent more time at the beach. We just kind of like walked around a little bit after our Italian restaurant night, and I was a little bit tipsy, but I wish I had like gone on like a nicer day and actually laid out, because this is the perfect type of book to read at the beach. You can hold it like this, you can fold it over. Is that a crime against the book talk community? I don't know. I know some of you are very picky even about like dog-earing pages, but I honestly just like don't care. I feel like books need to be loved, and this is what mine look like. Just like lots of underlined things, lots of tabs, some parts are highlighted. I just completely ate this up. I read most of this and then I listened to a part of it kind of like in the middle when we were driving back, but it was just like such a cute story. This again, perfect Canadian vibe, but this is more so like out in the cottages and out on the lake house, whereas this just feels like cowboy themed and like more ranch and horses and like out in the country and like dry heat. This definitely felt more like by the beach, like on a little beachy town, maybe a lake house, a little summer cottage. So it definitely had kind of like a different vibe. I absolutely love this. It reminded me so much of my childhood in Greece, because if you guys don't know, I grew up in Greece. I spent most of my life there before I moved to Canada, and my grandma grew up and lived most of her life on this island in Greece, and so we have a little family house there, and we spent every single summer of my childhood there. I used to go as soon as school was out in the middle of June until literally middle of September. I was there for like legitimately 2.5 to 3 months every single year, and I have so many fun memories of just like being by the beach and these like childhood type friendships and the people that you meet when you're young and whatnot. So I absolutely loved the vibes of this. Also, this just made me think a lot about my life. I felt like it had a lot of little hidden messages and kind of like life lessons, and just kind of like these like gentle reminders or friendly reminders of things that maybe we should be taking into account. So for example, on chapter 3, I talked about this as I read it, but it says, I can afford to take a break. More importantly, maybe I can't afford not to. And this is such a good lesson and like just like a good reminder, because so many of us are so overworked, like trying to make ends meet in this economy, and sometimes like taking a break can feel like such a guilty, selfish kind of decision, but sometimes you just need to take a break, and I absolutely love that. And the whole book is basically filled with little lessons like that. Also another big theme of this book is that Charlie, who's our main guy character, lost one of his parents super unexpectedly earlier on in life, and so every time something happens, his go-to response is always like, you only have now and nothing's guaranteed, and like kind of like live life to the fullest and take full advantage of life and don't stress the small things. So having like little reminders like that is just like so sweet, because once again, we live in a freaking capitalistic society where everyone is just like constantly trying to move forward and make more money and advance and get promoted, do all these things. Everyone's on social media and life is like so fast moving. So the fact that I felt like I was able to just kind of like relax and take a breather and just kind of disconnect from all of that and get lost in this instead just felt like so healing in a way, and it just kind of made me want to slow down a little bit in my life, maybe take a break from social media, take a break from my phone, and just like constantly being 24/7 available for every single person ever. I don't know, that's like super random, but that's just like kind of like what I personally was thinking about while reading this book. But I just feel like it's really important, and I love the underlying messages in this book, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Also, I gave this 5 stars. If you follow me on Goodreads, then you definitely already know, but I also love the romance, like everything, all the deep stuff that I was talking about, all that aside, I just love the romance. Charlie is such like golden retriever energy. He's very fun, he's very flirty, he's very loud, everybody knows him, super extroverted, which is literally like my type to a T. I love when books have golden retriever boyfriends. I feel like a lot of people really like the grumpy kind of trope, but not me. I like my man super like friendly, super outgoing, super fun, and he was just like everything and more that you would want. And then you have Alice, who's a girl main character. She's a photographer, and she's a little bit more shy. She's a little bit more, not like insecure in a bad way, but she is like kind of worried about how she's being perceived a lot of the time. So seeing them together, I feel like they just complement each other so well. He pulled out the fun side of her, and also she made this crazy summer bucket list, which is like super fun, where they were basically trying to bring back the vibes from 17-year-old summer, even though they're in their mid-30s. And they just did a lot of like silly little fun things on their bucket list, and I just absolutely love that. As soon as I read that, immediately I was like, oh my gosh, I need a summer bucket list. And so it inspired me to kind of make my own bucket list, and honestly it just made me so excited about my life. It's so random and it's so weird, and it's not often that a book makes me feel so many different things, but this just honestly just made me very excited for summer. I think this is the perfect book to read, especially now that we're at the beginning of summer. Because of this book, I'm honestly going to be reviving my vlog channel, which if you guys don't know, I have a vlog channel and I post all my travel and all my fun things. Recently, I feel like I've been so busy with like other life things going on, and I haven't really been posting on it. But ever since I started reading this book, I was like, oh my god, I need to make a summer bucket list, and then I need to vlog me doing all those things, because vlogging is such a creative outlet for me, and I honestly love it so much. Like even if it gets 0 views, like I would still vlog it, and I still vlog so many things that literally never even see the light of day. So this just like made me super excited for life. So if you're kind of in a rut, or if you're not feeling very inspired, or you're thinking what I guess a lot of people seem to be thinking these days when I talk to them, that you know, we're getting too old for summer bucket lists, and summer is not really fun as it used to when we were kids, and everyone has to work and everyone has to do all those things, maybe this book will inspire you to just do something a little bit different. Obviously we still have to work and do whatever, but just like finding happiness in the little summer moments and the summer vibes, and just like romanticizing summer. This book is perfect for romanticizing summer, so please go read this. I love their romance, I love their tension. There was so much flirting between their main characters, and the dilemma that they had, like their issue that they had, was super realistic. It wasn't like a silly little third act breakup. It wasn't no silly miscommunication trope. I just thought it was so sweet, and I love how everything worked out, and honestly just ate this up. 5 stars. And this was unexpected, because I read Every Summer After and I didn't like it that much. Like I like the setting and I like the vibes, but in terms of the love story, I didn't like the love story. I didn't like the tropes in the book. I didn't like how it ended. I just thought it was very weird, not gonna lie, and I almost like swore off reading Carley Fortune books. But this, I don't know what she put in this, because this is just like so good. So good. Go read this. Okay, so that is it for the books that I read during this trip. Obviously, I know I was there for 2 days, but I was also just like out and about and doing stuff, so I wasn't just like non-stop reading. I definitely have other videos where I'm just like reading for 24 hours straight in small towns and everything like that, but this was not that type of video. This was just like seeing how much I could possibly realistically read in between of exploring the town and going to the beach and going to get dinners and just like having fun. And that was such a nice little relaxing little getaway. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up down below because it helps me out a lot so that I know to make more of these videos. Okay, and comment down below your favorite summer reads, if you read these 2 books, if you have other books that kind of have a similar vibe or a similar kind of feeling, because I feel like I'm gonna eat those up and I definitely need more books to add to my summer TBR. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe. I post on this channel 1 to 2 times a week and I'm very consistent, and I honestly been loving the videos that I'm putting out recently, and you guys also seem to be loving them, which honestly just makes my whole entire day just reading your comments that you enjoy the videos and that you related to some things that I said maybe, or you know, different stuff like that. Just honestly makes my whole entire day. While I have you here, make sure to follow my Instagram. I have my main Instagram, and then I also have my bookish Instagram, my little bookstagram, and I'm very active on both. My TikTok and all my other socials are linked down below. And all that aside, I will see you in my next video. Bye!